Hello, my lovely Leos. We have got some shit. Okay, the destroyer, the box, the venom, the mirror, the animal, the self, the heart, the mountain, the crone, the hunter, and the forest. Leos, what's good, y'all? Okay, I feel like Leos, I know we have a low tolerance for bullshit, right? Like, when people come at us sideways, we just want to look at them like, what type of shit are you on that you think that you can do that and that's going to be okay? You know what I mean? Like those people who will literally like point the finger at anyone. And it doesn't even have to be that they point the finger at you, but I kind of get the feeling, Leos, that it's like you've witnessed them throw so many people under the bus that you're just kind of like, you know what? I think that there's this enough, you know, like, because not only are Leos protective of themselves, but they are very protective of the people that they love, right? And if you're dealing with someone who just wants to make everyone the bad guy when you know good and goddamn well that they're the issue, you know, like that Leo is going to come out, that protection is going to come out, that I'm sorry, did you just come at me? Did you just come at them? Like not only are you about to endure my wrath on behalf of myself, but you're really going to endure my wrath if I have to do it on behalf of other people too. You know, like that's not okay. And I don't know why you think that you can continue in this behavior when very clearly you're the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Leos, I feel like a lot of us are just like, no, not gonna fly, not okay. You know, like, I know who I am. I know who these people are. I know, you know what I mean? Like, there's just this idea of like I feel like there's like a character, like somebody whose character is really bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, you ever deal with those people and like they just struggle at everything that they do, right? And it's like you look at them and you think, well, I don't understand why that's so difficult, you know, but like you try and be kind about it and you try and be patient with them, but then instead of dealing with their issues and like growing and developing and being better, because we all have our issues and we all have struggles. And so yes, like kindness and empathy is important, but kindness and empathy is limited when all you're doing is pointing the finger and saying it's everybody else's problem. You know what I mean? Like, and then we draw the line, right? Because you can't just keep blaming everybody else for your issues. Like, it's not okay. But dealing with somebody who, or a group of people even, you know, it depends on my Leos, like take what resonates, but just like, I feel like just like reaching your wits end with it. And having gone through it enough times that you're like, no, I'm fully aware. I know, I understand. No need to explain. I get it, you know, and having people who want you to question yourself, right? Because the first thing, you know, the first tactic that people will use when they point the other finger is like, well, look at what you did, because, you know, like if I'm have your attention over here, then you won't notice what I'm doing. And I feel like there's been enough of people coming at you like you're the issue, and then you noticing that like they do the same thing to everybody else, to the point where you're like, hold on, you know, like I know my value, I know my worth, and I'm going to be loyal to that, not loyal to somebody who's constantly trying to make me their problem, because I'm not your problem. You know what I mean? Like, you're my problem, but I'm not yours. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like a whole energy that I feel like we've been in recently. But having an opportunity to really quickly make some changes that take you into something new and different that feels really, like, I just want to say like safe and exciting, you know, like we want to move and we want to move away from these things, and we want to go into something different. But in order to do that, we need to make sure that we are not, you know, like behaving in the way that we are, you know, like having to deal with other people, because sometimes when you're in those energies, it's hard to not, you know, like for every action there's a reaction, right? And it's like, okay, like let me not react. you know, and sometimes we react and we lose our shit, and like, you know, people push us, you know, and they learn. But I think that sometimes people push us and it works at the right time, in the right place, at the right moment to really enable us to like move forward, because we do call a spade a spade. That was a whole lot, but there were a lot of cards, and so let's get some clarifiers, see what else we can get here for Leos. Two of Cups. I do think that you're going to get an opportunity to, you know, like partner with, you know, like a person or a company or whatever that will enable you to really, I think, step into your leadership, you know, like your natural tendency of leadership. Because again, Leo's like, we really do, like, we are leaders and we do love those who are in our circles, right? And we will fight, you know, like for the justice of those around us, you know, because it does matter. Because it's not okay to just let things slide and to just give people chance after chance after chance after chance, because all you're doing at that point is enabling. And it's like, enough with being an enabler. It's time for me to take advantage of this opportunity, you know, because the Knight of Wands, again, is kind of like a message. The Hunter, I think that there's somebody who sees your abilities and says, okay, you know what, like, you're a hard worker, you're conscious, you're, you know, like, you're doing what needs to be done, and you're taking a role of leadership when it's not even your job to do that, right? Like, but somebody's got to do it. And I think that you're being entrusted to really take care of something. And I love that, Leos, because, you know, it's important that we step into our gifts and our talents and our power. Okay, Leos, what else can we get for us? Ooh. The Fairy Stallion. Damn, y'all, there's a lot of movement. The Four of Wands, the Fairy Stallion, the World, and the Four of Cups. I mean, the World is the end of a cycle. And I feel like the end of the cycle is that, like, you feel like, I'm gonna say this, you know, but like, if it's kind of like the idea of, if I was doing that, like this would be so much different. You know what I mean? Like the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, and we don't always want the responsibility, but like, also it literally hurts. Like, it's such cringe moments when we witness other people just fucking shit up, you know what I mean? And thinking, wow, if I had the opportunity to, you know, like, to do that well, I would. But, you know, like, also kind of shying away from the responsibility of it at the same time. You know, and again, I feel like there's just like, there's either you're, you know, like, being offered an opportunity at work, or, you know, being offered an opportunity to really partner with somebody in a way that enables you to really, you know, like, utilize your leadership skills and utilize your, you know, your knowledge and your awareness that helps you to really move forward in a big way. Okay, Leos. Let's see what else we can get for us. Two of Cups again, Ace of Wands, and the Moon. Yeah, I mean, there's partnership, there's working with people, there's, you know, like, getting shit done, but doing it well. You know what I mean? And a new opportunity, a new chance. And I feel like maybe we've had to really follow our intuition. Maybe we've had to really, you know, like, accept things along the way that we didn't necessarily, we're like, we can't really see where we're going, you know, but we're going because we know that, like, we need to keep moving. You know, sometimes it's just that idea of, like, what's that Martin Luther King Jr. quote? Like, when you can't run, walk; when you can't walk, crawl. But, like, just keep moving, you know? And I feel like, Leos, we've been in a state where we're like, okay, we're just gonna keep going, and like, I will, as the doors open, I will walk through them, and I'm not gonna try and control anything. I'm just gonna, like, walk on faith. You know, that, like, I'm going to get through this. Like, I'm learning my lessons. I'm moving forward. I'm doing my best. You know, and I feel like just like this sense of acknowledgement, like reaping the rewards of like all of the hard work that you've done, because you were working hard and you were focused on your development, but you were building relationships along the way. You know, and I think that people have taken notice of the fact that not only are you a hard worker, but you're a hard worker who really does care about the well-being of everyone around you. And I think that's fantastic, Leos, because we do have big hearts. You know, we operate from the heart. And it hurts our feelings when people paint pictures of us that are just very not true, you know? The bridge, that's funny. This came out for Aries too. Maybe some of us are dealing with Aries, or have Aries in our chart. But you know, this is the idea of like mind your foundations, because if it's a faulty foundation, you'll go down with it. But it's also a card of acknowledging, you know, like when it's a good idea to move forward, and knowing when it's safe to go, and knowing that you have an opportunity to move forward. And with the Fairy Stallion and the Knight of Wands and the Hunter, I really do feel like you're getting an opportunity to move forward in a way that's going to relieve you from this box of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All right, Leos, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.